So Mojang just released the new Mount of Mayhem drop as of recording this, which means we get the new zombie horse, the spear, and most importantly, the Nautilus. If you don't know what the Nautilus is, it's this underwater mob right here that you can ride, and it basically works as an underwater happy ghost, but instead of spacing to go up or jump, you press space to dash. It's pretty cool, and I've absolutely fallen in love with it. As you can see, I've already found a few that I'm keeping down here. And they do spawn quite regularly just around the ocean near my base. So today we're going to be building a Nautilus chamber. Now I have done a few things on stream, so let me go through that. You may know that in my house I have these down and up trapdoors, which an Enderman seems to have gotten in, which is just basically a little basement area. But you may have seen these ones as well, and these ones didn't used to have anything in them, but now they do. Massive hole. And I dug all this area out because this is where I'm going to be building the Nautilus chamber, which is going to be accessible through this tiny little wall in the ocean. So this is how I'm going to bring the Nautilus in and out. You may be wondering, why am I using this pumpkin as temporary blocks? And that brings me to my next point. I built this massive pumpkin farm. It's got the minecarts that go underneath there. It's got all of the pumpkins in a grid, and it's got observers and pistons. It's basically just the same design repeated so many times, and it gets me a load of pumpkins. And the reason I wanted so many pumpkins is because they are a really good thing to trade with villagers, since there's only 6 of them per emerald. Unlike melons that you have to craft, pumpkins are ready to go straight out the bat. And unlike sticks, which take half a stack per emerald, these ones only take 6 per emerald. So it's a lot more inventory efficient. So there are 8 villagers here, and then if you go through this place here, you'd see you've got another 8 here and another 8 here. And then, because this farm produces so many pumpkins, any extras can go straight in here and yeah, give us a load of bone meal. That's what I've been spending so long on, but I've actually done one more thing in this world, which is pretty much rendered useless now that I got that. If we go along the path to get to the water farm, you'll notice there's this little hut along the way. And this hut has a trapdoor, which takes you to this place here, which is literally just a skeleton killing chamber. It's not that special, but yeah, it was basically a way to get bones and bone meal. And then I made the other farm, so now I can just get bone meal from the composter. Regardless though, I did want to do something with that skeleton spawner, so now I've got that little chamber. But hey, there is actually one more thing that I forgot to show you, which is the reason I need all of these emeralds. The reason I need these emeralds actually lies in the roof of my villager trading hall, which you guessed it, is filled with a load more villagers. These ones here are mason villagers, and they sell me quartz. The reason I need so many quartz is because that's exactly what I'm going to be building the Nautilus chamber out of. Now I did all of this stuff on stream, so you can check out the previous few streams if you want to. And in that process, I also got a bunch of dark prismarine from ocean monuments, which I raided, as you can see. And I'll be needing this as well for the floor of this design. Now the first thing I've got to figure out is exactly how far up I want the walkable area to be. I'm thinking something like this, so let me start by filling in these walls here with dirt. And the same thing with the floor. It's pretty much going to be like a 1 block deep puddle, so this is going to be a little bit higher. Now I can grab up a heck load of this dark prismarine and start filling in the floor. Okay, I lied, that was more dirt, but now we can start filling in the floor with the dark prismarine. Okay, now that the floor is done, I can get started on the walls. For the walls, I'm going to want a bunch of chiseled quartz blocks. So let's make a bunch of them up and start placing them down. Alright, cool, that is all the walls done. Now I just got to do the roof. For that, I'm going to need a bunch of pillars, which I can also buy. I can also go ahead and grab up a bunch more emeralds and buy a bunch more quartz. The thing about this is, even though they've run out of quartz pillars, I can make normal quartz into quartz pillars. So I basically get 2 trades for the same thing. Yeah, but it's taking way too long. Literally just jumping every time. You know what a good idea would be? Flooding this area all with water, which I'm going to need to do in the future anyway, so might as well do it now. Grabbing up some pufferfish and a saddle, and yoinking another Nautilus, which is exactly how you tame them, and then put a saddle on to ride them. So this guy is our first candidate for this section. Plus, it lets me reach an extra block up, so now I can actually reach this part. This worked better in my head. Yeah, I really thought I was onto something here, didn't I? You know it's probably a better idea? Using the block that was made for this thing, scaffolding, and just placing that around. Yeah, dude, I should have done this ages ago. And with that, the roof is just about done. Lovely, next up we're gonna need some sea lanterns in the floor here. So we can do that just like this, and just like this. Also, I'm gonna want some pillars in the corners, just to make it look like it's being held up. I'll also need to put some here, and now we can grab some trusty soul sand, and a little bit of kelp, and we can put in a soul sand elevator. And on the other side, a simple bit of water like that will be perfect. So now I can go up through here, and down through here. Next up, I'm going to make good use of all the bone meal I have, because I want to cover this floor in seagrass. And that just covers up the sea lanterns and makes it look a little bit nicer. And now what will look really nice with this kind of greeny blue theme will definitely be the new copper stuff. So I can grab up a couple of chests and some copper lanterns. And I also want a couple of these little copper golem statues, because once this stuff fully oxidizes, it will look so good. The chest can go there with a copper grate there, which can have a lantern on it. And the copper golems will look so good just sitting down right here. Now in terms of keeping the Nautilus in, I do something like this. Even if they want to escape, they can't really, because they're going to try and swim through here. And as you can see, as soon as they try and go upwards, they just fall back down, because there's a bunch of air here. But then I can ride them through because I can open up the door like that. Oh, sucks to suck, little bro. Then in this chest here, I can keep some pufferfish and bone meal. Bone meal is so if I ever accidentally break the floor, I can just fix it up. And the pufferfish is to tame and breed these guys. And I'm also going to make some smooth quartz stairs. And that's what I came up with for that side there. For this side, I'm thinking of doing a similar thing. Yeah, something like that. And I think that's pretty much it. In the future, I'll probably want to detail it a little bit more, but for now, I really like the simplicity look. And now the only thing left to do is to grab up the other Nautiluses and bring them to their beautiful new home. Welcome home, little guys. Eventually, I'll probably try and get some zombie Nautili and some coral zombie Nautili. I feel weird saying Nautiluses, so I'm just saying Nautili. I don't know what the actual term is. But yeah, that's pretty much done. I think it looks really nice. It's definitely a massive contrast compared to my other basement, which is just pure darkness. Yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!